This has been my project for the last couple days. These are pretty deep window wells and they sit directly outside of a living room, a bedroom, and an office. My client requested that I paint them with scenic murals in order to have something to look at when they look out their window, instead of just an ugly slab of concrete. So the first thing they requested was a forest scene. So there's 3 in total. This is the second one and it will be a ocean scene. Before I arrived, I requested that my client prime the surface. They used a bullseye primer and I used exterior house paint on top. I'm a brush artist, so everything is done with brushes and rollers. And this is the third one and they requested a waterfall. I apologize about these videos. It was a very tight little space, so I couldn't do a lot of recording, but here is what they look like from the inside, which obviously is the most important view. So this is the waterfall and the view from inside the office. My camera keeps adjusting to different lighting, but hopefully you get how bright and beautiful this looks. And now we switch to the bedroom with the end of the ocean theme. This one's a little bit more playful and there's lots of colors and dimension to this one. I really love the jellyfish in this one. I had a lot of fun playing with these and the bubbles, but my favorite is this corner where you see the deep sea and the school of fish. I feel like the sunlight and the reflection of the window adds so much to that one. And then we head on over to the living room. They specifically requested the bunny and the butterflies so that their grandchildren could point them out and have something to look at, and I think that's so adorable. Anyways, thank you so much for watching my video. I really appreciate it. I'm about to paint a mural using Premier Extra exterior house paint from Canadian Tire. I am painting a mural on panels that will be installed outside of a restaurant. Painting on panels and then hanging them on the wall is a really great option if the wall surface is really rough and you have a lot of details that you want to incorporate. And it was the perfect option for this mural because the wall is brick. And the client wanted me to incorporate quite a bit of very specific items, and I didn't want to do that on a brick wall. But the really great thing about the Premier Extra exterior paint that I was using is that I was able to use it on these metal panels. And then as well, you'll see in another video that I was able to use the same paint on the surrounding brick so I could seamlessly match the panels to the brick. And I'm always impressed with a good paint that's able to hold its color, doesn't matter the surface type. Okay, so for this mural, I'm not sure if you can recognize some of the people I've already painted, but the 3 people in the center are actually her relatives. So of course we've got Elvis, then Marilyn Monroe, and James Dean on the far side. And then of course the client wanted me to go through her menu and choose some of my favorite items that I was able to paint. So burgers, fries, milkshakes. They have a homemade pie and some sandwiches, and then of course pancakes, coffee, you know, all the good stuff you'll find at a diner. So yeah, here the panels are all done and ready to be installed. So please come back and watch my next video where I install them on location and then paint the surrounding wall to match. And again, in case you're wondering where I got all these fabulous colors, it's Premier Extra paint from Canadian Tire. Thank you so much for watching my video.